Okay, folks, welcome to our follow-up to the DWAC trade. What we want to talk about first is we want to talk about risk. Okay, so we're going to talk about what is DWAC, how much has it changed since it was first announced, and what they may be buying. And of course, we'll talk about the charts, how we want to get back involved with DWAC. We traded it twice already, once for a 444% profit, the second for a 28% profit. So I'll also talk to you about how to buy DWAC at a discount. Yep, you heard it right. It's no joke. I'll show you how to do it at a discount. You would need an options trading account, but I'll show you how to do that. And we may be doing it as soon as this week. So let's get started. Let's do a screen share. And there we go. Pop. All right. So here it is. This is what it is. It hasn't changed at all since its announcement. Truth Social, DWAC. It's a waiting list. What we're waiting for right now in reality as investors is an announcement of an acquisition. I highly doubt, maybe they are, but I highly doubt that they're building from scratch a platform. I think that what they'll probably do is this. They'll probably, and this is the rumor I've heard, but you can't believe these rumors, but it kind of makes sense. And I hope that they are working on a deal with these products. Locals is a platform for video as well as Rumble. These two products would fit nicely in with Truth Social. And I think that the acquisitions would be met with open arms by the street. So that's the thought process of what they may be buying. When it comes down to digital world and what it is right now, it's just simply a pile of cash. It has no revenue. It has no earnings. It's just simply a vehicle to make acquisitions or to build a platform. So with that, beware that there's a lot of volatility that is going to come with this stock because nobody knows yet what direction it's going to take. So there's going to be a lot of surprises. There's going to be acquisition talk. I have little doubt about that. There will be dilution of shares as well to raise more capital on the street. Now, I doubt that they're going to issue new shares until some sort of a product or a framework of what Truth Social is going to be has been solidified. So that way the markets can absorb those new shares with more ease. Now I'm going to use two charts here for DWAC. The first is stockcharts.com. The second will be TrendSpider, where we set up our alerts of as to how we want to enter DWAC. And this is a daily chart, DWAC. And let's hide this. Let's take our crayon out. And we sold up in here at around 160 the first time around. And ever since then, we've been in somewhat of a downtrend channel. Now, my last video, I shouldn't say downtrend channel. We've been consolidating, to be fair. In my last video, I mentioned that we were looking at this price point here at around $50 to $45 per share as an entry point for a re-entry point for DWAC. That's unchanged. You can see they try to break it out on Friday the 5th of November, but it was rejected. So not enough buyers yet to break the shares back out. Down volume is very light. Now let's move on to do a deeper dive into the charts. And you can see here that DWAC, this is a 4-hour chart. DWAC, get rid of that, on a 4-hour time frame, very similar to the daily chart, but however, on a 4-hour time frame, we broke out. You can see right here. So what we're looking for now is a pullback and a retest of the breakout point. And that breakout point is here in green. So I'm going to set up an alert at the 49.64 mark. I also want to know if we break through it. and I want to get notified if we retest. Remember, many times when stocks break out, technicians like me, we wait and see whether or not we pull back, we touch the breakout point, the line in green, and does it hold? Does that retest of prior resistance now act as support? If the markets vote yes, well, then guys like me are like, all right, great. It's time to buy this thing because the market has just validated that the stock is showing strength. And now's the time to not get aggressively long because it could still fail. It could still break back down again and disappoint. So we want to stay small, nibble, 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 and add on strength. So DWAC, and we're going to keep this active for, let's make it a few weeks. I want to raise this line in blue here. I want to raise the sensitivity so that way it engulfs not just the breakout point, but also this lower band of support in red. Our alert is set, and here it is right here. So we'll get notified on our mobile and on desktop that that breakout point has been hit. Let's also study now RSI, the relative strength indicator. No breakout here yet. So while we have a breakout on price, we don't have a breakout yet on RSI. That would have been nice because the RSI is a leading indicator, and many times you'll see it break out in advance of share price. So as it stands right now, while we're optimistic about the potential for DWAC to move up higher, we're not ready yet to pull the trigger. We're still a little bit suspect of this breakout point. And since there is no real business yet, and it's just a hope that we're really investing in, it's an idea, a vision, we want to be very, very deliberate with our entry points so that way we raise the probability of profit. Now, I mentioned earlier that there was a way, and it's not just with DWAC, you can do this with most any stock that trades options, but with DWAC, the options are very, very expensive, so it makes it very, very attractive to use them as a coupon code. You want to get a discount, you can trade this way. So let's war game it. So the shares of DWAC closed out the day on Friday, November the 5th at $56.69. So I'm going to bring up an options chain here. Now, the next options expiration date is November the 12th. Now, I like, as I mentioned earlier, the $50 to $45 per share entry point. So what if I decided to sell a put, not buy a put? People hear the word put, a put option, they think, oh, he's bearish. No, this is actually a bullish trade because I'm being the casino, not the gambler. I'm not buying the option. I'm selling the option and generating cash flow. So I can sell a 50 put expiring this week, or if I wanted to go out further in time, I could go out. I wouldn't go out any more than 40 days. You want to get that time decay. I can go as far out as 40 days where I would feel comfortable. And I could sell a put contract at the 50 strike price, and I can get paid roughly $8 a contract. So what does that do? Well, let's bring up our trusty calculator. What if those shares close down below 50 on December the 17th, which is the options expiration date? We'll take 50 minus, let's say we get, what is the midpoint? The midpoint is $7.95. So that's probably what we would be paid if we got executed at that price. So let's take 50, which is our strike price, deduct the premium that we were paid. This is what would be the amount that we actually paid to buy DWAC, $42.05. Now, what if the shares never trade down below $50 per share? Well, that's the beauty of it. You keep the $7.95. So if you sold one contract, that's $795. If you sold 10 contracts, that's $7,950. That's the way it works. So the minimum amount would be $795. That's one contract, 100 shares. So if you're very bullish on DWAC, that's the second way that you could get long of DWAC, but at a lower price. And that's probably the route that we're going to take here at the Contrarian Trader. And if you remember, you'll be able to access the actual trade right here in our Slack forum. I post, these are my actual trade executions from my brokerage account, and I post them in the Slack forum. And that's it for this week, folks. We'll do follow-up videos on DWAC, and we'll let you know if we do trade it, if we use options, if we use common stock, and I'll give you my thoughts on where I think it's going in the near future. And that is it for this week's DWAC analysis. Join in next week when we go over it yet again. Don't forget, join us on Sunday nights and Thursday nights for our live streams, and check out our best stock charts for the coming week. These are the stocks that we're looking to trade potentially this coming week and the whys behind those trades. So, folks, have a profitable trading week. I'll talk to you soon. Be well.